All right, well, I've interviewed both of you guys before, but never together here. So what do you think I'm going to get more of? Woo or brother?
Well, I think we're going to start out with a brother, and then usually I get wooed to death. Every time he's kicking me in the head, he's wooing me, so I'm used to hearing the woos.
I must apologize. My woo was terrible there, wasn't it?
Well, you know, I don't remember it. Do it one time. Do it again.
Woo!
That's not bad. That's not bad.
I think last time you rated it a 7 out of 10. How's this one now? I've been
That's
working
not
on
bad.
it.
That's about an 8. It was strong.
Okay. Can you give us a real one?
Woo!
Oh, man. It's so good. I'm feeling it in my bones here.
Charlotte does it better.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh.
And she can wrestle better, too.
Hey, then both of us put together.
Exactly. Yeah, the Queen's. She's rocking it, so.
Does Charlotte do a better strut than you?
Charlotte does everything better than me.
No, she doesn't do a better strut than her dad. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah. She's great, though. But anytime I have a chance, on a serious note, to get together with Hulk, we've had such parallel in life in so many ways, and our careers crisscrossed a couple times, but every time that we're fortunate enough to be together, it translated into money, which is what it's all about. And, you know, personally, I wish I had gone to him earlier, but, you know, things work out for a reason. I got there, and we never did WrestleMania together, but we had a lot of fun, and we wrestled everywhere. And the key thing was it was always standing room only, so we had a ball.
Well, tonight here at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, you guys are doing Legends of the Ring. It's like a Q&A. Eric Bischoff's going to be moderating this. Hulk, for you, when you do an event like this, what's the one question people always ask?
Why didn't you and Rick wrestle at WrestleMania?
Yeah.
Well, what's the answer?
We don't know. We were on fire. We had some house shows. We did Chicago, Milwaukee, 3 or 4 shows in a row. We've set all kind of records all over. And, you know, we were pushing real hard towards that WrestleMania time. And for me, I have a personal opinion. The chemistry was so powerful between Rick and I. You know, I hate to say anything bad about any of the other wrestlers. I hate to see anything bad about the company. But the thing when I saw it with Rick and I moving into WrestleMania, it kind of like took over everything. And if we would have wrestled at WrestleMania, I think we would have taken so much of the focus, because then there would have been the rematch and the cage match and the title would have dropped, and hopefully I'd have won it back and forth. I think that, you know, the powers to be, I think Vince knew that this was such a powerful turbulence between the two of us. He could conquer and divide and make it work even better. And pretty much that's what he did. He sent me off in one direction and him in another, and we drew money in both directions. But that's the only thing I can come up with. It was just so overwhelming to have the two guys that had never locked up going at it before.
Yeah. Well, you know, I like his interpretation, but I also think that because I had no idea I was going to win the Rumble, right? I just came in, right, and I was, like I said, I was 40 years old then. I mean, this was like 91 or 90, right? And people had waited for it so long. I think that they go, you know, why we're not waiting to WrestleMania, you know, put these guys together, and nothing else was working at the time. So we actually started on the West Coast. We sold out everything, and in all honesty, Turner did not have the audience or the viewership. The cable didn't in the West Coast that they had in the Midwest and that. So I was relatively, they knew me, but not like that. So, but we went to Oakland, L.A., Phoenix, San Diego, back on the red eye, landed in New York. Bobby Heenan quit. Remember that? He quit. Then we did the Garden, and then we didn't see each other. Huh. No, we went to Boston Garden.
We hit Chicago, didn't we, in Milwaukee?
Well, that was with WCW. That's years later. See, years later, you know, every time we got together, I'd beg him. I'd say, Jesus. I'd go to Eric. I'd say, let's turn him back, red and yellow. No, time's not right. You know, I said, I promise you, it'll work. No, sold out everything, and then I never saw him again.
Well, if we want to see a WrestleMania match between Hogan and Flair, why not WrestleMania 35? Why not New York City?
Here's what my answer to that is. We have the Hard Rock money here in this room right here. We're talking about some major credit cards, not to mention his bank account. I'm having surgery. I'll be available. I can't help finance it, but I'll be able to take the bumps. So his wallet, their money, we'll do it on our own and sell out down here in Miami.
This is true.
Yeah.
I mean,
you guys probably own with the Dolphins. The Dolphins can't sell anything. Might as well put Hogan and Flair in there. and without LeBron and Wade,
Jeez.
Yeah, you got about as much chance of getting LeBron back here as you do. Good luck with that.
Hogan, the last time I saw you, I think was
Always going to be a heel.
seriously. Last time I saw you was 3 years ago. You said you could work another match. You said you could. You still feel like you could do it?
You could, hell yeah.
I could with Rick, yeah. I mean, if I had to dig with one of the young guys and put in 20 minutes before it went crazy, no. But when you get in the ring with someone like Rick, it's already there. So Rick knows my limitations. Rick knows how to work around me. You know, he knows what works with me. So, I mean, we could do it, no doubt.
Yeah, we used to have just, you know, we use the term chemistry, you know. But, you know, at that time, it doesn't matter to talk about anybody else, but people were writing letters back and forth, you know, and let's do this, let's do that. We had it. I mean, it was so... the only guy I've ever been in the ring with like him, but it was just one area, was Kerry Von Erich in terms of popularity. In Texas, Kerry Von Erich was like God. They did that. Had him riding a Palomino like the guy in the movie with Bo Derek and that bullshit. But with him, he'd come down that aisle, and all you did was get in the ring, and the rest of it was it. Well, we're in West Palm one night, and I'd never heard this before. And the referee says to the referee one time, and the guy said, it's 11:30 with the dark match after two hours of taping. And Hogan looked at me and said, room service. I said, what? He threw me in boot, leg him. There we go. Well, I'll never forget that. I said, room service. I haven't heard that before. That means we're going home.
That means we're getting back to the hotel before room service is over.
Speaking of WrestleMania, there's rumors that your daughter Charlotte might be taking on Ronda Rousey next year. What do you think?
Well, actually, just in my humble opinion, Ronda Rousey will be taking on my daughter. Ooh. Yeah, if she wants to elevate her status in the company, she's got to go through the Queen. And the Queen ain't afraid of her. I got news for you. I just saw her squat or deadlift 315, and she can bench 205 for 6 reps. So, jeez. Yeah, she's all that. Well, he knows her. The Hulk knows her. Yeah. Yeah, and she can do stuff that. Well, she just, you know, who knows? She's a phenomenal, gifted beyond belief. Yeah. She's a, 5'11", 155-pound Rey Mysterio in terms of athletic ability. Yeah. Yeah, but she's a gift, and I'm so proud of her. She's been through a lot, but she's rocking it. But, yeah, I think that's going to be, I'm not involved, obviously, in any of the thinking, but if they're ever going to put the women where they belong, this is the year, because Ronda, I think Ronda's only signed a 1-year deal. She's out of there. Yeah. She wants to have kids and all that. So why not? Sure. She just needs to be prepared to lose. Not sure Ronda likes that. or going Howard.
Or going Howard.
Hogan, are you ready to come back to WWE?
Yeah, I'm ready. Things are moving in that direction quite quickly. So, it's all about execution, timing, and right place and right time, but things are good. All
right. Such a pleasure to chat with you guys. I could chat with you all day, but I'm getting wrapped up here. So
thank you, brother. 15 minutes,
please. I don't have that kind of money. All right. Hogan, thank you so much.
We're honored.
Mr.
Thank
Flair,
you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Hulkamania. Woo! Hulkamania running wild. Where's the chicken in red dress?
So I'm not going to lie. That was pretty cool. As a kid who grew up watching wrestling during the golden age in the 80s and 90s, to be able to share a woo with Ric Flair or a brother with Hulk Hogan in the same room at the same time, it doesn't get much better than that. And actually, as the interview ended and as we were packing up, I just turned to Hogan, thanked him for the interview, and said, I'm really looking forward to seeing you back in the WWE. And he said, oh, it's going to happen real soon, brother. So I don't know how soon is. I mean, it's June 10th right now as I upload that interview, so I don't know if that means next month or that means 6 months from now or next year, but it sounds like we're definitely going to see Hogan back in the WWE in some sort of way sometime soon. And it got me thinking, Hogan and Flair, I think, are staples on people's Mount Rushmore of pro wrestling, but who are the other two faces? Who are the other two heads there? So I think for me, this is tough. So I think it's Hogan, Flair, Stone Cold, and the last one's tough. I think it's either The Undertaker or The Rock. I think The Undertaker's done more in wrestling in the grand scheme of things. The Rock's obviously done more in pop culture, and he's a bigger celebrity. But I think it's Undertaker. So Hogan, Flair, Stone Cold, Undertaker. Who's your Mount Rushmore of pro wrestling? I'd like to hear it. Put it in the comments below. I'll talk to you guys soon. See you soon. I got a bunch more interviews that I'll be uploading later on this week.